Welcome back, guys, to the channel. Welcome back to yet another powerful, informative video that's going to answer a lot of the questions that you guys have, that you have had in the past, that you have asked me on my channel, and I felt like I should go ahead and just address it. So what is that question? Well, as you guys can see from the title, is what is the best light for a beginner? Now, the first thing I would like to ask you to do is, if you find the information on this video informative and you know somebody else who has a similar question, let's start to do ourselves a favor and pass on the knowledge. So why don't you share this video if you find it informative, put a like on it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. That way we can reach more people and we can go ahead and tackle this question so that we can all be on the same page. Now, I want to first say that a lot of the lighting and everything that I'm going to disclose on here, I've actually had to use. You can go back to previous videos, check out those videos where I actually have used some of these lights that I'm going to disclose to you today. So I want to jump right in and I want to get started. I'm telling you, without further ado, book club. Let's tell you what lights you may need when just starting out. And just remember, guys, that these are just my opinions. You guys may have and formulate your own opinions, but these are just the opinions of myself and what I've already used that has gotten me to the point that I am today. So please, before you comment and trash some of the information that I'm about to give, remember, I have used these products, these things work, and there's nothing wrong with me considering these a beginner light. Even if you guys are using those right now, I'm not knocking you, just letting you know that this is more of an entry level, in my opinion, from where I am now. So let's go into it now. Alright, so here we are on Amazon, and I just wanted to go over some of the stuff that you would be able to first search at. So the first light we're going to look at is an individual light that can pretty much light up the whole room in essence. It kind of gives you the opportunity to be able to put more lights in a wider space. So let's look at it here. It is the ADJ Aggressive. This light right here gives you the option to be able to pretty much put some lighting and stuff in a wide range. As you can see, the front part of the actual frame and stuff itself is a wide range light, and it is a light pretty much in there in the prism style, which the glass and stuff on the front actually projects out and gives you a wide range. Now, up and down is the main direction that you guys will actually be able to use with this light. So in showing this particular light, I used to take this light and take this opening for this hanger part here and put it upside down on one of the other lights, or you can hang it from a light tree. So it does give you the option to be able to do so. But like I said, it's a good light to be able to light up a particular area. I like lights like this for you being able to use at something like a birthday party. Not really a wedding, even though I used to use them at weddings, but more for a party atmosphere. You can see it's rated 5 stars, even though it's got 2 ratings and stuff on here, but it was a really good light and stuff for me. Now, if you could search on the internet and probably get it a little bit cheaper, I think I paid like $125 for this thing at the time. So, of course, the pricing and everything probably has changed by now. The next light that I want to look at is the Chauvet Swarm. Now, as you can see, this light gives you the option to do multiple things on it. This light has a laser in the middle. It's got kind of like the light prism that the ADJ Aggressive has right here with the lighting, and it can change the different colors. And then you've kind of got your strobe lights on the outside. Now, this allows you to be able to do multiple things with this light so that you can kind of carry out different features. But if you don't have some type of controller and stuff with it, you're pretty much going to have to let it run on sound mode or demo mode, or just on its own modes and stuff that are pre-programmed. So it's only going to give you certain things. Now, looking at this image here, you can kind of see what it gives you here. You can see it puts all different types of creations and stuff on the ground, whether it be dots, whether it be lasers, and it comes right from the lighting up here. This gives you the ability to be able to cover a certain area. So if you have a dance floor that's right in front of your DJ area, you can cover that whole dance floor with this particular light, as long as you get it up kind of high. The goal to this thing is to get it up high. So with the original picture here, you can see that it also has a handle that you can put for upside down or hang from a light tree if you wanted to, and that would pretty much take care of your dance floor in a way. So this is another option. The current pricing and stuff on it is $214. That's just about what I paid for it. So it was a decent light. You also have the option for a 4X version of it. The 5X is the most common version that I've seen, but this light has pretty much graduated multiple times on here. It's got several different versions of it, but this is the one that I would probably recommend at $214 price point. I was pleasantly happy with this light, so I cannot deny that. On the back of it, it does have the ability to be DMX'd if you need it to. You see you got your power in and your power out on the back, as well as your menu and control panel on the back here. So all great features are for this light. I would not take anything away from this light. This light was a lifesaver. But again, this is more like a party light. This is more for if you're doing maybe a Christmas party, or if you're doing a birthday party, or if you're doing, you know, just something along those lines, not really for a wedding. So this is one of the reasons why I had to upgrade my lights, because this is, like I said, more of a beginner light. This is something you can use at school events and things like that, where kids would marvel over it. So the next light is kind of like a all-in-one light. Now the reason that I'm going to show you this light is because it kind of takes care of both of those things at one time. And it is the Chauvet Gig Bar. Now, this is probably one of the most popular lights in the DJ community right now. This thing kind of gives you the best of just about all of those things here. So as you can see, on both sides, or both ends of it here, it gives you the same thing that the ADJ Aggressive gave you with your lighting that can pretty much give you a wide range and cover a dance floor. It also gives you what looks to be close to two of the Mega Tripod profiles, except for it's just a smaller version, but it's more like a wash light. So this will cover your dance floor and stuff pretty much for the bulk part of your dancing, and change color here for you. And then at the top of it, it does have a laser. With the laser, you can kind of create different scenes and stuff like that, where you can just trap the laser, shoot on the floor at certain points of your set or during the song, or you can have all the lights going at one time. It just depends. Now, also, if you look at the bar angle here, you can see right here in the middle that it's got these little white dots on it. Those are for your strobe. You can actually strobe this guy too. So it's kind of like taking the Swarm and the Aggressor, combining them into one light and giving you one option to be able to have all of those features in one light. And this way you can get high, because when you purchase this unit, it comes with the stand, so you can get this guy kind of high, point some of the lights and stuff down, and you could really create an atmosphere, almost like a club atmosphere with these guys. It's the easiest one to use when it comes to setup and breakdown. This thing only takes like maybe 2 seconds. It comes with a power cord, and it has a pedestal like you see here, to where you can control it. I've heard that this is probably the most common thing that breaks on it. This is actually one of the reasons why I got away from this light, because the pedestal used to break all the time. I mean, when you're stepping on it, I mean, how good can it be over an amount of time if you're stepping on it left or right? But however, you can still set the mode on the actual unit itself, even without the pedestal. So it's not that the light won't be good, but it does take away the option for you to have full control over it without having to have something like a controller. You just use the pedestal. Also, it comes with the carrying case here for it. Again, guys, it probably takes 5 minutes, if that, to set this guy, maybe 3 to set this up. I mean, if you're running late on the gig, or if you need something to set up real quick, you put the event table out and put this guy behind it, you shouldn't have any problems. There's the stand and everything there. It comes with a bag for the stand, it comes with a bag for the light. It has a remote control for you to be able to do the settings and stuff. Also, I would suggest this over the pedestal, or maybe even alternating between the two, so you can keep longer life on the pedestal. But yeah, this is probably the most common light that is used amongst the DJ community, and I actually used to like this light. I think it's great for beginners. I think this is a perfect entry-level light. I think that if you use this, you will create the atmosphere that kind of most of your guests are probably looking for, or most of them expect you to have instead of coming out with some monstrosity, something that goes over you, and this can go right back in a corner, set up real quick, and make it really, really easy for you guys. The next light we're going to look at is the ADJ Mega Tripod lighting here. Now we're just going to take a look at the bundle version of it, but we're going to go over what the lights and everything here are for. Now if you have a light tree and you just want to get a wash effect, you don't like all the dots, you don't like all the lasers, you don't like all that stuff, then I would definitely suggest getting yourself either a pair or 4 of the tripod profiles from ADJ. The reason that I say so is because when you create a wash over the floor, it kind of gives you more of like your traditional club like atmosphere. It washes the complete dance floor and everybody that's on it, especially if you have anywhere from 75 to 100 people. These guys will definitely cover the dance floor and everything for you. Now in the 4-pack, you can see here that it comes with a bag, 3 cables to be able to link them together, as well as 4 of the lights and a remote control. I actually had this kit. You can go check out one of my videos here, and I used these guys for quite some time. Now I used to put these under the speakers and stuff to kind of give that effect. The problem that I kept running into is actually not the problem that you may think. I kept running into the problem that people would actually walk in front of the light and take away from the light, so there really was no point to keep them under there unless I was up on the stage. The other 2 that I would use, I would put them up high, and I saw that that would actually cover more of the dance floor, so that's why I suggest that if you get these guys, you put them up high on a light tree and put them out on the dance floor and wash the whole floor, because these will take care of those hard to reach areas. You can turn these because each one of these have these handles and everything under the bottom of them. You can actually turn these according to the dance floor. So if you needed to push one a certain way, push another a certain way, keep the other one straight ahead, you can do that with these lights. This is why these lights will be important. It's a great feature of these lights. Love the case and everything it comes with, even though it needs to be made a little bit better because the zippers and stuff don't last as long as you would expect. These guys cover all the colors and everything: red, green, blue, white, amber, and the black light. So you have all of these features and stuff on here. Price tag on these guys to get all 4 is about 460 bucks on Amazon. Now of course I encourage you to do your shopping, do your due diligence. I'm just using Amazon because it's easier to pull up each item. I actually found mine on eBay, and they were brand new, and they were a clearance item in another place. But like I said, there's so many different versions of them. Find the one that suits you the best and go with it. These, you cannot go wrong with these lights. It will take care of so much for you. Now lastly, the final light that we're going to look at today is going to be the Chauvet Wash FX. Actually, I'll pull up the 2s for you guys. Now, this light here is an incredible light. If you want to pretty much cover almost an entire room with lighting, depending on the size. Now you have to remember, these are for rooms that I would probably say that you can get 200 to 300 people in. You could probably cover the whole room with these lights as long as you get them up high. I am actually in love with these lights. These lights right here have 6 different dials on them, and I did a whole video on them, check it up here. But the 6 dials allow you to be able to cover different spacing. You can see that on the image here that there's a breaking point between each one. That's because the light is kind of rounded off and can curve for you, and it can actually project out in different angles. These lights are super bright, as well as they can perform at a fast pace. That's one of the things I love about these. I've connected these to the Airstream DMX bridge, and I've used these at events. I put them on top of speakers. You can hang them from light trees because it does have the famous handle and stuff on here for you to hang them from stuff. And it really makes a difference on your dance floor. It really changes the atmosphere of your dance floor. If I had to recommend any of the lights that I have shown you here today, it would be between these and it would be between the gig bar, because those 2 would take care of an entire dance floor and almost an entire room. On the back of it, it does have your DMX in and out. It has your power plugs and everything there, as well as it has your menu. And you can kind of see here, each individual light can give you a different color light on there, but it does cover your basics as well as the same ones as the tripod profile with your amber and your black light. Absolutely love these lights. That is probably the #1 selling point that I saw of these lights, is how much they cover. They really mean wash when they say this, because it washes your dance floor. You can see that the price tag is about $186.95 on here. Again, you can do your shopping, but that's actually probably one of the better prices that I've seen on this particular light. Now, for all the products and everything that we've gone over here today, I'm going to leave a link down below so you guys can check out the same stuff that we have been talking about on here and see for yourself if these lights will actually accommodate you. But if you're just starting out and you need to know a good light, please, please, please consider one of these lights here, because they are probably the easiest to set up, the easiest to use, the easiest to understand, and the easiest to perform and everything with. So I hope you guys have found this video helpful. Again, if you have, please give me a like on the video, as well as subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Share this video with your fellow DJ friends, and let's go ahead and pass on the knowledge to our fellow DJs in the community. I hope you guys have found this interesting. If you would like me to do another video on something else, let's say speakers, let me know down in the comments section below, and I'll make sure I get that on for you. It's good to be back, guys. You see, I'm doing a lot of projects here in the background, so I'll be doing some live stuff coming up here shortly. Sorry, it's been kind of hit and miss, but I've just been trying to put my hands on a little bit of everything DJ related so I can get as much stuff out to you guys as possible. The only way for you to see everything that I'm doing is to make sure you're following me on all my social media platforms. Thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see you again next time. If you don't know, now you know. Peace, my people.